What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol SBUX for Starbucks Corp. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame chart, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. So starting off, we're going to do a quick daily roadmap since we have not yet covered this one on the channel, and we'll note that there's a large gap overhead. So over 117 fills up towards 118.33. 50 SMA is sitting right there as well. That's the blue line on my daily chart here, and that's the first thing I want to point out. Obviously, from there's a pivot high right around 120.18, we'll call it. Underneath us, what else are we seeing? So certainly a shelf of support here, and then we really have to look left to see what else is going on. There could be quite a ways to fall all the way down towards that 109. We're going to scrunch up the 30-minute now just to make sure we're not missing anything here. We're going to actually grab some more time so we can see that. I want to make sure that there's nothing hiding in here that isn't so obvious from the daily. So we'll grab 180 days and see what's going on in this general area of the chart between there and here. So zooming in on this section, what are we noticing? I would probably argue this is an intermediate area. And oops, let's grab the other tool and try that one more time. Right around here. All right, so if I grab, let's split the difference and call it right around here, right around 111.19. You could kind of see it from the daily, but I just wanted to make sure with a little bit more granularity. So zooming back over to the current history of what's going on with the price right now, you can clearly see a large move did develop to the downside. There was a catalyst that sent prices lower, but basically if we take out the Fibonacci's, go from the high of the breakdown to the low, what you'll notice is that we've closed right at the 38.2, which I do find as interesting, noting that that's the gatekeeper obviously to more upside areas. So if we continue consolidation down here, that would be more of a 30-minute bear flag in my opinion, looking for the breakdown underneath the lows to get us back into some of these targets underneath as we just discussed and found. We have that 111.20 area. If we can close strongly and firmly back above the 38.2, then you would arguably look at next the 61.8 as gatekeeper to higher. So we're going to go ahead and map those two areas out with our regular sort of price levels. Then we'll clean up the fibs, make this chart a little bit more bearable on the eyes. So remove, and those are the numbers to watch. So 114.64, then 115.50. After that, of course, a move to the top of today's range at 117. Those are the numbers I would really watch out for. And then clearly, depending on how this structure actually unfolds, and I'm not calling for these numbers to be hit all in one day, all in 1 week, anything like that, but depending on how this structure unfolds, if it is to the upside, we pull back, form higher lows, it's starting to look good here, then the trade I can potentially see unfolding is the breakout over 117 for the gap fill up towards 118.33, right? That's a very obvious trade in my opinion. A lot of people will probably be watching out for it. It could take some time to pan out, but that would be the upside case that I would be watching out for here inside of Starbucks. To the downside, as discussed, a failure to take out that 114 and bear flag consolidation does put into play that 111 target underneath. The last thing I'll sort of note is if we scrunch up the daily chart, it is in a pretty solid uptrend here, Starbucks, and you could make the argument that there's a number of support trend lines going on, something like this. You could, really get the lows from in there like this, noting that we have, anchor and touch one officially here. There's a number of ways to split that hair, but overall, we are kind of coming into support, so maybe be a little bit skeptical and wait for confirmation if you are trying to short this to the downside. And do remember, coming on over to the trade tab, it's an easy to borrow stock. Oops, I'm not sure what's going on with my annotation tool. Looks like it's deactivated, but ETB here, and there is obviously some solid volume here on the put side of the option contract. So that's going to wrap up the video here on Starbucks. Hopefully this helped you out with these levels to be watching for. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, certainly let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.